Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I put together an insane video for you guys and gals today. You're going to want to stick around. This is good stuff. I haven't posted a video in a couple days. My mom had surgery because she got diagnosed with breast cancer last month. So I've been around family and her and just trying to support them. So I haven't been able to post videos. And if you guys don't know how YouTube works, if you're not posting daily videos, your views are going to drop dramatically. These videos aren't going to get promoted and shared that much. So I need you guys to do me a favor. Like, comment, and share the crap out of this video. Please do. All the videos I'm going to be posting recently, please do so. It would mean a lot, and it really does help the videos out. You guys have no idea. It really does. So $30 silver. We saw it approach almost $29 a couple days ago. And that's massive. $30 is a massive resistance number to silver. And if it breaks through that, the sky's honestly the limit. It really is. I made a video yesterday covering gold and how gold had a little life of its own, how silver's taking on a life of its own, and what that means. We're going to start seeing gold and silver affected in different things, and it makes sense because they're used for two completely different reasons. So I don't know why the prices are so directly correlated. And I do see now silver's benefits starting to outperform and outshine gold, and that's a beautiful thing. That's why we stack silver, not gold, right? So this article is talking about inflation figures. Now, I also have another article. It's going to be diving deeper into the numbers, right? This is a numbers game. Numbers don't lie. So we're going to be going into the charts, just figuring out what's really going on behind the scenes. I like doing that, mixing a part of, the economy, that part of it, and then also dive a little deeper, because if you can mix what's happening in the economy and also, try to break that down into the charts, you can get a very accurate or an educated guess, a forecast on the direction silver is headed. So the link to this article will be in the description. Check out Wall Street Silver. I love talking about them because they support this channel. They sent me a 10-ounce Wall Street Silver bar. I just gave it away to one of you guys. I'm also doing a 45,000 subscriber giveaway. So make sure you are subbed, because I'm also doing 47 and a 50,000 one. Lots of giveaways going on around here, but also daily videos. So there are currently two big factors in play at the moment as far as the silver price is concerned. The first and the shorter term area of focus is inflation, especially in G7 countries, but also more widely globally. The second is anticipated demand for more silver as component of the manufacturing of solar panels, the Green New Deal. Many traders will recall how the silver price responded to the post-2008 Great Financial Crisis, not because of the crisis itself, but as a consequence of the massive amount of quantitative easing, or QE, embarked by the central banks in 2009, 2010. So what do they mean by that? How is this comparing it to that? So this situation we're in right now is very similar. And the situation back then, 2008 to 2011, led silver to $50. So if this situation is similar to that one, but this one is much more extreme, then this should put silver at a much higher spot than $50. Back then, billion-dollar stimulus, right? So credit crisis back then, 2008. Nowadays, credit crisis. Back then, billion-dollar stimulus. Nowadays, trillion-dollar stimulus. Recession/depression back then, recession/depression now. But we also have a global pandemic now that we didn't have back then. So trillion-dollar stimulus, which is a much higher number than billion-dollar stimulus, and a global pandemic. If that led silver to $50 back then, imagine what it could do now. If you want to talk about crazy silver prices, we're living in crazy times, ladies and gentlemen. So that's just something to think about. As we see a repeat of the silver bull market in 2009 to 2011. Back in 2008, silver prices went from $8 an ounce to $50 in 2011. Nowadays, we saw $11 silver last March, so it's the same type of thing. starting at a very, very low number, and then a couple of years later hitting a very, very high number. So it's almost identical to what happened back then. Obviously, the pandemic has put a different spin on things entirely. Again, we are seeing massive government and central bank support for economies that have been forced to lock down repeatedly. While there have been expectations that the gold price would move past 2,000, there seems to have been more action again in silver recently. There has been considerable buying of gold for the ETF market, with ETFs in turn buying gold to meet investor demand. But in silver, we have seen more sudden price swings. And that's rightfully so. Silver is a much more dramatic version of gold. I call it gold on steroids. It's definitely a bipolar metal. There was an initial large swing into the silver last summer, although the price has been moving since the start of the pandemic. We saw an initial move from $12, where the price was sitting after the initial panic selling in March 2020, to $18 in July, when things really started to take off for silver. The price came very close to 30, which many analysts now see as a key psychological level for the metal, and it is. It really is. If silver breaks past 30, like I said in my last video I posted last night, it's going to hit 35 extremely soon, especially with like Wall Street silver raids, the silver squeezes. I mean, it's definitely going to. Not only is the industrial sector, but individual investors are also going to be wanting a slice of the silver pie, and we're just going to see the same thing from that 3-day stint that Wall Street silver did, but just to a bigger extent and for a longer period of time. Silver prices, what's different now? What's different now, many investors are expecting inflation to take off at some point as governments continue to pump huge amounts of money into the economy. There is razor focus on inflation numbers out of the U.S. in particular. The April CPI print for the U.S. shows inflation running at its highest level since 2008. Once again, that same exact situation. It's almost identical. Investors watching both gold and silver at the moment will be scratching their heads and wondering about disparity, as the dynamics in silver are pressing upwards while gold struggles. The big difference here is that silver is also considered an industrial metal. It's the best of both worlds. That's why my name is Silver Slayer, not Gold Slayer. I swear I say that in every video now. It's almost like my thing. I love it, though. It's so true. And industrial metals are on a run at this moment. Silver is the best of both worlds. Whether the economy's in bad shape or good shape, silver is going to benefit. Gold only benefits when the economy's in bad shape. Silver is also a precious metal and considered a store of value, so investors might expect it to be a protection asset in case of inflation, right? Silver is a safe haven metal and industrial. You can't get better than that. Silver looks set to benefit from both dynamics at this moment, with actual buying for industrial use and from investors who want to use it as a hedge against inflation. This is what seems to be driving the price towards $30. And I've been saying this for 6 years on this channel. This is why silver is so much better than gold, because it has every single component to it. It's the perfect metal. It's the perfect investment. You cannot go wrong with silver. So we're also going to jump into the price analysis. So ascending channel breakout favors silver bulls. So silver shot to 3.5-month tops during the early part of trading action on Tuesday. Slightly overbought RSI on short-term charts held bulls from placing fresh bets and capping gains. The technical setup still supports prospects for an extension over the recent strong positive move. So silver trimmed a part of its strong intraday gains on 3-month tops and was last seen trading around mid-28s, still up over 1% of the day. Slightly overbought conditions on short-term charts seem to be the only factor that capped gains for silver. That said, the near-term bias remains tilted firmly in favor of the bullish traders and supports prospects for additional gains. Silver on Monday broke through a strong barrier near the $27.65 level and marking the 61% Fibonacci, and that's around $30 down to $23 downfall. The subsequent momentum pushed the metal beyond 28 mark and ascending channel resistance. Now, we're obviously already seeing resistance right now, and that's because it's already been a couple days. So I'm sure there's people that sold. When it goes into overbought territory, it's healthy for the market to correct. It's called a correction because it's correct. It's actually healthy. If you want it to go higher, it actually has to go lower. If it just kept going up, you would see it crash, and it would take longer to recover, just like Bitcoin back in 2017. Went straight up to 18,000 in like a couple of months, and it crashed and took years to recover. So the latter coincided with the $28.25 level horizontal resistance, and sustained strength beyond was seen at a fresh trigger for bulls. This in turn has already set the stage for an extension of the recent strong move up from the year-to-date lows touched on March 31st, which was $11. That's when we saw the gold to silver ratio at 125 to 1. Now it's down to 65 to 1, meaning silver has been dramatically outperforming gold since March. From current levels, the next relevant resistance is pegged near the $29 round figure mark, which momentum could further get extended towards $29.30. Bulls might eventually aim back to reclaim the key $30 psychological mark. And if we see these Wall Street silver rates, Wall Street silver is gaining thousands of members a day. They're almost at 100,000 members on their Reddit forum, which is insane. I mean, think about in like 6 years, a year from now, they're going to have hundreds of thousands of members, hundreds of thousands of people buying silver on the same day when we do these silver rates, right? The silver rate, they pick a day. Last one was May 1st, and everyone buys silver on that day. Think about in 6 months, a year from now, how big of a dent that's going to put on the silver market. Plus, we have this industrial side of things going to be picking up soon, too. So on the flip side, $28.30 resistant breakpoint should now protect the immediate downside. Any further decline might be seen as buying opportunity near the $28 mark. This should help limit the downside near 61% Fibonacci level. So yeah, there's some technical levels to watch. If you guys are into the chart stuff, I'll post this link in the description as well. But anyways, just to wrap this video up, we see everything coming together. The stars are aligning. The perfect storm is here. The floodgates have opened. Silver stackers always get the last lap, and what we've been talking about for the last 6 years on this channel is coming to play. That day that we always talked about is definitely coming sooner than later. The pandemic has sped things up times 10. Regardless, we were still going to get to this point, but the pandemic just sped it up. So we got to be ready. We got to be buying silver, take advantage of these low prices. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Like I said in the beginning, make sure to like, comment, and share this video. Please do that. It really does help the video grow, especially since I haven't posted in a couple of days because I've been trying to handle some family stuff. But I appreciate all the support, all the messages, the prayers, and it means the world to me. And I can't thank you all enough. Expect daily videos again. I'm back on my grind. Can't wait. I love making videos. It's my way of not only coping, but also it's what I love to do. I mean, I've been doing it every day for 6 years. Try putting out 2 YouTube videos a day for 6 years, and tell me if you don't love it, you would be insane by now, right? That's why you see YouTubers burn out so fast, because they don't actually enjoy what they do. They're trying to do it for money, and they drive themselves insane, right? But I love this. I actually look forward to it, and I actually want to post more videos a day. I want to get to 3 videos a day. I just got to make more time. I got to balance my time better. That's really what it is. Because I have a daughter as well. So, anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you thought this video was educational, informational, at least entertaining, make sure to smash the like button. I post daily videos. Thanks for tuning in. This is Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.